Yes, Mr. Ramasepini.
Thank you, my lord. I mean, that's it. Now, moving on from Carltonville at Sibanye Stillwater on the 18th of June 2020, your next interaction with accused number 2 is on the 19th of June 2020 at his place of residence. You recall that incident?
That's correct, my lord.
Senihambileke manje nisukileke khona ke eSibanye nge-18 ka June 2020 maniphinda ke manje senihlangana naye umsolo wesibili kula ayehlala khona ngazo i-19. Yebo kuyiqiniso?
And for the purposes of brevity, I am not going to regurgitate all the evidence that was put on behalf of accused number 2 by Mr. Mgomezulu during the trial within the trial. Just on this aspect of the hoodie that the witnesses mentioned, the purpose of the excursion to Rustenburg was to search for that hoodie, according to the evidence, correct?
That's correct, my lord.
Ngokubufakazike isizathu sokuthi ke iwe Rustenburg ngalelo langa kwakuyobheka yona ke ihoodie le awufakaza abakhuluma ngayo.
And according to the evidence, no such hoodie was found. Other sorts of hoodies and different colors were found, but not specifically the one that is alleged by the witnesses to have been worn by accused number 2 on the 26th of October 2014.
That's correct, my lord.
Kuyiqiniso ke ukuthi yebo akhona amanye amahoodie atholakala kodwa ayona lena ke ofakazi babekhuluma ngayo bathi yona ayigqokile ngazo i-26 October 2014.
And I just want to clarify something, but it's something also that you can comment on if you can comment. But I think Brigadier Gininda is the one that touched on this aspect mainly, which is the so-called first alibi of accused number 2, that at the boardroom on the 17th of June, when he was asked about his whereabouts on the 26th of October, the answer he gave to Mohane was that I was at work. Remember that evidence?
My lord, I was not present when the accused number 2 was questioned.
Yes.
Uzokhumbula ke mayelana ke nanga lo mhlangano wange-17 ezika June eboardroom ke ukuthi ke wathi uma ebuzwa umsolo wesibili kwathi uMkhane wathi ke wathi wayesemsebenzini ngazo i-26 zika October 2014. Ngeshwa ke ngangingekho lapho uma babemhloma ngemibuzo umsolo wesibili.
Yes, but the point really that I'm making is this. The HR manager of Sibanye Stillwater, Mr. Melder, testified in this court, and he corrected himself that what he said during the bail application of accused number 2, when he stated that accused number 2 was AWOL, absent from work without approval, he was incorrect because he didn't have proper full documentation. But when he testified in this court, he brought clocking records and leave form applications of accused number 2 that showed that from the 25th of October 2014 to the 1st of November 2014, accused number 2 was on unpaid approved leave. Therefore, he wasn't supposed to even clock on the 26th of October 2014. That evidence, did you hear it or are you aware of that evidence?
No comment, my lord.
Okay.
Kubufakazi bakhe ke umnumzana uMelda la ayesebenza khona ke umsola wesibili walungisa ke awayekhulume kwisicelo sebail la asho ayeshilo ke khona ukuthi umsola wayengekho ke emsebenzini engashongo noma ke engachazelanga umuntu kodwa umefika kule nkantolo ke waseletha ke amaphepha ke ayetshengisa ke ukuthi ngempela ke wafaka ke isicelo sokuthi ke angabikho emsebenzini noma nje wayengazi ukukhokhelwa ke lokubizwa ngokuthi ke unpaid akukho ke engifisa ukuthi ngikusho kuloko.
Now the second last aspect that I want to touch on is what you were referred to by my learned colleague. A statement was handed to you yesterday by Mr. Mgomezulu pertaining to Nompilo Melangwane Sangweni. It's A94. Do you have A94 before you?
I do, my lord.
Yes, I'm not going to ask you regarding the aspect of the tangent that we took yesterday pertaining to black magic, seeing dead souls and all of that. But my point really is this, and this goes to count 3, which is robbery aggravating the taking of the S4 cell phone by the alleged intruders, especially according to Kelly Khumalo, it was taken by the first intruder with a firearm, the one with the dreadlocks. There is paragraph, it's not numbered in terms of paragraph. Let me try and make it easy for you. From the beginning, excluding the introduction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, page 6.
We have 5.
You have 5 pages. Mine goes to 6.
These ones are numbered.
Oh, the typed out ones,
Yes.
because I'm referring to the copy of the handwritten one. So let me see at the typed out one, which paragraph am I looking for, and I'll let you know. My lord, if I may give in a minute to find out the relevant paragraph, because I was using the copy of the handwritten document. In any event, I'm not sure what paragraph, because I can't readily see it from here. Let me just read it for you. It says, maybe you'll find it on your document, but it says, before Kelly left, she told me that the criminals got inside the house and they pretended as if they wanted her cell phone. But she was surprised because they didn't take the phone, they only killed Senzo. She found her phone next to the door.
Paragraph 14.
Paragraph 14. Thank you, Mr. Jonas. Yes, that paragraph 14. Now, and I'm not saying, Sergeant Mohola, that you interacted with Ms. Sangweni, or you took a supplementary affidavit, or you investigated this aspect. But what I'm putting in respect to country is this: is if Ms. Sangweni comes to this court and takes oath and confirms that Kelly Khumalo told her that the phone was not taken by the intruder, that she had a phone after this incident, and Kelly Khumalo does not come to this court to refute that allegation, would it be fair to say that this then blows out of the water the state's case regarding the count 3?
As it is, my lord, we submit that that is an unfair question. We have the evidence of Lieutenant Colonel Stein, who testified that there's objective evidence that shows that the phone went in the direction of the hostel. This shows just the danger of putting hearsay evidence on record.
Kunombuzo ke la obubuza uyena ke ummeli ngoba lana ke kwistatement esifundiwe izolo sakhe uNompilo Sangweni uthi nje ngaphambi kokuthi uKelly ahambeke wangitshela ke ukuthi ke igebengu lezo zangena ngaphakathi endlini benzisa ke ingathi bafuna i-cellphone, kodwa ke kwamangaza ke ngoba abakaze abayithathanga i-cellphone kodwa babulala uSenzo. Wayithola ke i-cellphone yakhe eduze nesicapha emumva kokuthi behambile. Uthi ke ummeli uma ngempela ke uSangweni angeza ke lana akusho lokhu aqinisekise noKelly angezike enkantolo ezokuphikisa lokhu, kusho ukuthi ke lecala leli ke balithwesiwe lokuphucwa kwefoni alikho. Mele umshushisi uyasho ke ukuthi ke lokho lokho-ke akukho akusilona-ke iqiniso ngoba kunobufakazi-ke bakhe uKenneth Steyn ungathi-ke ethula ubufakazi bakhe la enkantolo ukuthi-ke ifoni leyo-ke yahamba-ke ngalelo langa futhi uma-ke beyibheka-ke kuyindlela ababheka ngazo-ke ukuthi-ke yayanga kuhlangothi langase-hostel.
My Lord, I'm happy for that objection because, and I'm happy.
Why are you happy?
Yes, because my learned colleague has told us an expert from Vodacom who deals with cell sites and all of that will come and testify because I'm a layperson, I can't even mention to court, but the radius of where the phone is located is not actually that which Mr. Steyn said about, but we will cross the relevant expert and withdraw that question.
Steyn actually estimated the distance. You
Yes.
remember that evidence?
Yes, he said
Yeah.
5 kilometers, I remember. Yes. But the real person that deals with cell sites will come and
But that's an expert
educate
also.
us. Sorry?
Steyn is not an expert, analyst.
I've never disputed that. He deals with the analysis. I mean, somebody who deals with cell towers, how they locate, how they ping phones, and all of that.
He also mentioned the cell tower, Steyn.
Yeah, but he was reading it from a document. He couldn't explain to us, my lord. But
Yeah,
let's
that's so. Okay.
let's wait for the expert that is coming. My lord, those are the questions
Okay,
that I'll have for the
fine,
witness.
fine.
I'm thankful.
Thike msela msiphile uzolinda yena-ke ungoti
Steyn.
lo wakwa-Vodacom-ke ukuba uyena ozosho-ke ukuthi ifoni leyo yayikuphi nendawo.
My lord, before I sit down, let me find out from accused number one. If
Yeah,
I covered
fine.
all of this.
I remember Mr. Khumalo also tested that version, remember? You remember Mr. Khumalo?
Yes,
About
sir.
a white cell phone.
Yes, through
I
Constable
remember
Mosia.
every evidence here. You cross-examined on that aspect.
Yeah, it appeared that it was not robbed.
Yeah,
during
yeah.
Yeah,
You don't remember cross-examining about a cell phone,
yeah, I do remember. But it remained.
which was not there.
Yeah.
And then you cross-examined about the sofas, blah, blah, blah,
Yes,
blah,
yes.
blah, blah, blah. All in my mind.
Yes.
Thank you, my lord. I mean, that's it. I've got no further questions.
Yes, Mr. Mseki.
My Lord, Advocate Nisi requested that counsel for accused 4 and 5 may proceed with their cross-examination, and if there is a need after that, he will then request that the witness be recalled to give evidence.
So you're making an application on behalf of him, on his instructions, that he
No.
forgoes chronologically his cross-examination after Ramos Sepidi and gives leave that accused number 4's counsel and number 5's counsel, they can in the meantime cross-examine the witness, and when he comes, if there is any need for him to cross-examine, he will do so later.
That's correct, my Lord,
Okay.
and I believe he has also related that to the court yesterday.
Yeah, fine. Okay.
Thank you,
Yes,
my Lord.
Mr. Khumalo. Okay.
Mr. Mncube-ke nanjengoba ummeli wakho engekho uMr Mnyeki-ke ommele uthi ucelile-ke ummeli wakho ukuthi-ke ummeli ka-number 4 number 5 bangaqhubeka-ke bona uma esebuyile-ke uma sikhona-ke isidingo uzombiza-ke futhi ufakazi uma kukhona afuna ukuthi-ke noma okuyizathu sokuthi ambize futhi.
Just place your name on record because I know you. But if this matter goes to any other court, they'll be surprised if Mr. Mnisi is not here. Who's talking on behalf of accused number 3?
My Lord, my name is Munyeki. The initial is B. I'm standing in for Advocate Nis.
On behalf of?
Accused number
Hey, my
4,
Lord.
my Lord.
Fine. Yeah.
Number 3, my Lord.
Okay.
Well, I do have questions to the witness.
Hello, sir.
I do have questions to the witness. May I proceed with
Yes,
my-
yes, yes.
Thank you. Sergeant, Sergeant Sia testified that on the 6th of July 2020, he, at about 12:41, he took buccal swabs from accused number 4 at Louis Cop prison. You confirm you had that evidence? You confirm that evidence?
I was not in court.
Yeah. Okay.
Bengekho senkantolo ke uma ke uthi ethola ke ubufakazi athi ke waya ke eLuko prison kuyena umsolwa wesine.
Are you aware of that?
When, my lord, the buccal swab was taken from accused number 4, my lord, I was present.
Kodwa ke uma ke lokho kwenzeka ke noma ke uthatha lobo bufakazi kuyena ke umsolwa wesine ngangikhona.
Is it correct that the buccal swabs of accused number 4 were packed and sealed in seal bag number PA 400 4638062? Do you confirm that?
PA 400.
4638062.
That's correct, my lord.
Okay. Yebo kuyiqiniso ke ukuthi ke wakufakwe kule sikhwama sobufakazi esiku PA 400 463 8062.
Sergeant, are you aware that this bag number was forwarded to the Forensic Science Laboratory in Pretoria?
My lord, I am aware.
Ngiyazi ke ukuthi kwasekudlulisela ke lesi sikhwama lesi ke kwi lab ke yamaphoyisa ke ekhona la ePitoli.
Sergeant, do you confirm that the results of this DNA, that is the buccal swabs, the results or the outcome of the analysis, it was negative? Are you aware of that?
I'm not aware, my lord.
Angazi ke ukuthi iphuma noma imiphumela ke yalocwaningo lolu yabuya ke ngathi ke uma sasebenzisa lona ke igama ukuthi yayi negative.
Is it negative according to the expert who testified? Is it negative or non-conclusive? Those are the terms he used. When I said inconclusive, he said no. The scientific term for it is not conclusive. You remember that?
Yes, I remember that. I'll have to go with the report,
No.
unfortunately.
Well, you say negative, fine. But he says it's non-conclusive. And because he says it is very rare to get to do an analysis of DNA
No,
and not find some points which coincide, except that
Yes.
they've got to coincide in all the tables.
yes, non-conclusive in the
I
sense
remember
that
his
it was not
evidence.
positive.
That's why he says it is non-conclusive.
Yes.
But when you say it's negative, it means there was no matching analysis
At all.
in all the DNA sample.
Yes, I'll have to revisit the report.
Okay, fine.
Yes, thank you. Sergeant, you testified that you have been in charge of this investigation since 2018, so it's a period of about 6 years.
I have been in charge.
Dealing with this case, the 636 docket, you took over the investigation from 2018.
I did not took over my lot of any investigations.
Okay, what did you do?
Angikaze ke ngithathe uphenyo ngithi ke kukhona la engilithathe khona noma lwandluliswa ke bese ngase ngiyalithatha ke mina.
What did you do? Did you commence with your investigation from 2018?
My lord, I will get instructions, my lord, to follow up on some information. I will get instructions, my lord, to obtain statements. I'll get instructions, my lord, to take the exhibit to the Forensic Science Laboratory. And I will get instructions, my lord, to maybe to accompany, to be part of the team. For instance, we went to Pugeng, I was there.
No, it's fine.
Ngangithi mina ngitholeke noma ngitshelweke ukuthi ke mhlambe nanjengoba saya ke ePhukeng hambe ngiyothatha ke ama statements ke noma nginikezwe umsebenzi othize okufanele ngikwenze yilokho okwakwenzeka.
From when did you do that exercise?
From when?
From which year?
Around 2018, my lord.
Kwenzeke lokho uqala ke noma kusuka ke ngayo 2018.
So we have been doing that for 6 years.
That's correct, my lord.
Iminyaka ke eyisithupha leyo.
Sergeant, is it correct that part of the evidence that the state, that is the state and the police relied on heavily against my client, accused number 4, is a confession statement which was allegedly made by accused number 2. Do you confirm that?
My Lord, I cannot confirm anything.
Ingaba kuyiqiniso yini ukuthi ke ubufakazi ke umbuso kanye ke namaphoyisa abanawo ke ngakulo bengimeleke unumber 4 yiloku ekuthiwa noma ke enithi kwashiwa uyena unumber 2 egunyuluka uthi ke akukho engaqinisekisa.
Okay, according to you, what is the information that you have in the docket which implicates my client, accused number 4?
My Lord,
in this
as I
case?
said before that I know part of the investigations, my Lord. At this point, I cannot really say what is it, my Lord, that is linked, my Lord, in connection of accused number 4. But Brigadier Kininda will be the one, my Lord, who will give the overall view, my Lord, of the state case.
Inike eninayo ke ngokufakazi noma ngokophenyo ke kuyena ke number 4 bengishilo ke ngaphambilini ukuthi ke ngazi ingxenye ke yomsebenzi ke noma ubufakazi ke okhona lana ukuthi yinike umbuso onayo ke ngakuyena unumber 4 angeke ngikusho ke kodwa yena ke uma sefika noma seza ke uBrigadier Kininda uyena ke manje osezo kusho konke ke ukuthi icala lombuso lingani.
So, from that part of the information that you have, I mean, I'm being direct now. What information do you have that implicates my client from the information that you have?
That's the good question, my Lord. I don't think that's a fair question. Evidence is being presented. Colonel Stein has testified about the communication between the accused as well as Colonel Hose. It's for this court to decide and not for this witness, my Lord.
Mshushishi ukuthi akuyena ke lofakazi ozothatha leso sinqumo ukuthi ubufakazi anabo uKolonel Stein ufakazileke ukuthi kwakunokuxhubana phakathi kwabasolwa noKolonel Fosi ukufakazileke lo.
Yes, Mr. Moore.
Sergeant, let me be direct now. Part of the investigation, according to your brigadier, that is Brigadier Kininda, is a statement, a confession statement that was made by accused number 2, implicating my client, accused number 4.
Say, you wanted to answer. No, she says she doesn't know. You wanted to answer that. You quoted the law and said that Mr. Ngumezulu, you cannot use the confession of accused number 2, number 1. You remember that recitation?
Yes, I haven't finished.
Now you're asking her. You don't foresee any danger in doing that?
I'm not finished with my question, my lord.
You said it, and then I kept quiet. Now you're repeating it. Is it correct that, Sergeant, you used the confession or the statement of accused number 4, of number 2, to follow if you have a case against number 4? That's what you said.
Yes.
And then I just let it pass.
Yes, I haven't denied that, my lord. I said it.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
As long as I've warned you.
Yes.
The law says I must warn you.
Yes.
Because the law is clear. Is it 219, sir?
It's 219.
Yes,
I do have
219
those
says
provisions.
you cannot use.
Yes.
But if you interrogate a witness about that, what happens, Mr. Ramsipidi?
I haven't sucked
Okay,
any,
fine, let's
I haven't
continue.
sucked any information from the statement that was made by accused number 2, my lord.
Okay, right.
Lana ke inkantolo isiyamxwayisa ke noma iyamkhumbuza ke ummeli ukuthi ke nanjengoba umthetho usho ke ukuthi uma ngabe kusetshenziswa ke istatement lesogonyuluka ke senziwe umunye umsola asetshenziswa ngakomunye kodwa ke manje ngombuzo obuza ufakazi ke usufuna aphenduleke kuzokwenzekani ke manje lobo ufakazi sekuyasetshenziswa ke.
Maybe
Yes.
I should
No.
repeat the question.
Please repeat the question.
Yes, let me repeat the question for you. According to Brigadier Kininda, in the statement that he made when he was applying for a warrant of arrest, amongst others, it is the evidence of a confession statement that accused number 2 made implicating my client, accused number 4. Are you aware of that? Of
My
that
lord-
statement which was made by Brigadier Kininda?
My Lord, I cannot comment, my lord, on behalf of the statement that was disposed by Brigadier Geninda.
Kwisicelo sakhe ke asenza ke Brigadier Geninda ke noma la esho ukuthi yini ke ehlanganisa umsola wesine ke ukhulume nange statement esogunyuluka ke esenziwa uyena umsola wesibili ekhuluma ngayo umsola wesine futhi ke angikho kwisimo ke sokuthi ngingakhuluma ngestatement sakhe uBrigadier Geninda.
Okay, maybe I should reserve that question for Brigadier Geninda.
Please.
Can you speak a bit up, sir?
Yes,
This,
maybe I should. Yeah, there's Econ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is hovering above us. I'm saying, let me then reserve that question for Brigadier Geninda, not you.
Please.
Sergeant, is it correct that from the evidence that has been turned out in this court, there is no evidence from the witnesses who were in the house implicating my client, accused number 4?
My lord, that will be a matter for argument.
When you say there is no, I'm with you. I'm just commenting after Mr. Baloyi. You see, you're making it like as if there is no evidence whatsoever. That's why he's objecting, says it's a matter for argument. Because we have, and I'm not prejudging anything, we had an analyst say the people communicated. You heard that?
I've reserved that cross-examination, my lord.
Yeah, I'm saying.
So
but you're
I don't think it would be proper for me
No,
to...
Mr. Khumalo, if you are wrong sometimes, just concede, man. You lose nothing, you learn.
Yes. No, I do concede that.
Yeah, because there
But-
is evidence, according to the state, not me,
Yes.
through the mouth of House. Okay, let's go on.
But on that point, my lord, I just wish to clarify that there is no evidence when that communication occurred. With regards to the date...
Yeah, okay, if you qualify it like
yes,
that, fine, no
I just
problem.
wanted to qualify that.
Yeah, qualify
yes.
it, no
Yes,
problem.
so we cannot heavily rely on that evidence at this moment. Is it also correct, ma'am, that from the evidence that we are having at present, that is today, from the commencement of this case, there is no evidence whatsoever from the witnesses who identified my client in the vicinity of the crime scene? Do you confirm that?
My lord, I don't know.
Ngaba kuyiqiniswa ke ukuthi njengamanje singana ke ukuthi abukho ubufakazi ke la ofakazi khona ke basho ke ukuthi sambona ke umsolo wesine mduze nala esehlakalo senzeka khona ke angazi.
Simply because the evidence is not presented to me.
Ngoba ke ubufakazi abethuka mina.
But ma'am, Sergeant, you cannot just take the contents of the docket without you having gone through the statement. You are part of the investigators of this case. I was telling this court that you don't have any information about the events of this case.
My lord, I have already laid evidence, my lord, on what I know about this case, my lord. And maybe you can kindly confront me with the statement which I have, whereby I am the author of.
Mina ke ukuthi ngenzani ke noma eyami ingxenye yini ke kulecala bese ngibethulile ke ubufakazi mhlambe ke usungangibuza ke ngestatement esabhalwa yimini.
Moving forward, Sergeant, do you confirm, Sergeant, that there is no evidence from independent witnesses up to so far detailing that they did identify the Polo Vivo in the vicinity of the crime scene where the two intruders got in and it sped off? Do you confirm that?
My lord, I cannot confirm because I do not know.
Ngakusho ke ukuthi ke akekho ufakazi noma ofakazi ke abashilo ke la kule nkantolo ke ukuthi bayibona ke iPolo Vivo eduze ke nala isihlakalo senzeka khona ke la ekuthiwa ke laba ababili bangena kuyona angeke ngikusho ke lokho.
The two cell phones, the handset of accused number 1, Mrs. Beer, we told this court that you forwarded them to the Brixton War Room. Do you confirm that?
May you please repeat the question, my lord?
you confirm that you told this court that the 2 cell phones, the handset that belonged to accused number 1, were forwarded to the Brixton War Room.
I can confirm, my lord.
Yebo ngaqinisekisa ukuthi ngishilo ukuthi ama cellphone amabili ke wakhe umangalelwa wokuqala ke andingawandulisela iwar room yase Brixton
For download. You said they were forwarded there for download.
That's correct, my lord.
Isizathu salokho ke kwakuyokuthola ke imininingwane lokubizwa ngokuphethelezi ke i-download.
Sergeant, have you received the results of the download of the 2 cell phones?
My lord, there is results, my lord, of the downloads.
Yebo imiphumela yalokho ke noma yalawo makhalekhukhwini ababili ikhona.
Who downloaded the 2 handsets?
My lord, I believe it was Sergeant Mabasa.
Cabanga ukuthi kwakuwu-Sergeant Mabasa ke umuntu owayesebenza ke ngawo lawo ma-cellphone amabili.
Sergeant, do you know if one of the handsets that you sent for downloads at the Brixton War Room had the number 079-379-0137?
My lord, I did not analyze the downloads.
Ingabe uyazi yini ukuthi ke omunye walabo makhalekhukhwini ababili ke wayenenumber ewu-079-379-0137 mina ke akusimina ke umuntu okwakungcwaningi noma ecwaninga ke lawo makhalekhukhwini.
Do you know if the Section 205 application was made in respect of this number?
I have no idea, my lord.
Anginalo ke ulwazi ukuthi ke kunesicelo ke noma lokho kubizwa phecelezi ke Section 205 mayelana nale number lena eqeda ukubizwa.
Do you know if the Section 205 records were received in respect of this number?
I have no idea, my lord. You can put that question to Brigadier Kininda.
Nokuthi ke futhi mayelana nale number lena futhi ke lo Section 205 cela ukuthi loyo mbuzo lowo ubuzeke kuyena uBrigadier Kininda.
You have not analyzed the Section 205 records?
My lord, I'm not an analyst, my lord. Brigadier Kininda was the one who was coordinating, my lord, the Section 205, the analyzing of the 205 and the downloading. So I have no knowledge of that.
Angisiyena ke umcwaningi umuntu ke owayesebenza ngalokho ke nalawo ma Section 205 bese cwaninga kubheka ke ukuthi imiphumela yalokho yini kwakuyena uBrigadier Kininda.
My lord, I have no further questions because
Okay, thank
it
you.
seems like Brigadier Kininda is the one who is in charge of everything in this case.
Yes, he's the boss.
I don't seem to get positive answers from the witness.
Is it like Ramaphosa with the government ministers?
He's got the cabinet ministers. Maybe she's one of the ministers, I don't know. I mean in the rank of the SAPS. Thank you. I have no
Okay,
further questions.
thanks.
Now. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Mshololo?
Ma'am, I've got just a few questions on the point of clarity on the general investigation of this case.
Okay.
Okay. You said when were you tasked to investigate in this matter?
2018, my lord.
Nemibuzo nje embalwa ke mayelana ke nophenyo njena lwaleli cala leli konje uthena cala nini ukuthi niphenye icala leli ngo-2018.
Okay. At the time when you were tasked to investigate in this matter, were you aware of the second docket, which is docket case number 375, which is also part of this case?
I was not aware, my lord.
Ngaleso sikhathi siqala ke uphenyo lana noma bayingxenye ke yethimba eliphenyayo ngangingenalo ke ulwazi mayelana nedokodo lesibili elu-375.
But did you eventually become aware of that case?
That's correct, my lord.
Kodwa-ke ngokuhamba kwesikhathi-ke ngase ngiyazi-ke ngalo.
Okay, when did you become aware of that case, of that docket?
My lord, I cannot recall, but I became to know about the docket because, my lord, simply because I'm the one who's bringing the docket to court.
Angisazi isikhathi ukuthi ngaqala nini ukwazi ngalo lelo dokodo, kodwa-ke ngiyazi ukuthi-ke kwafika isikhathi la ngazi khona ngoba yimina-ke oletha amadokodo enkantolo.
Okay. And who is the investigating officer in that case?
I was told, or I was briefed that it's Lieutenant Colonel Buthelezi.
Ngatshelwa-ke ukuthi ophenyayo kulecala-ke uLieutenant Colonel Buthelezi.
Okay. Is she alone in that case, if you know?
I know that she's working with Warrant Officer Makubu.
Ngiyazi-ke ukuthi usebenza no-Warrant Officer Makubo.
And then on this case number 363, it's yourself, Colonel Gininda, Sergeant Mohane. Am I correct? 3 of you.
That's correct, my lord.
Kuleli-ke elu-636-10-2014 mina, Brigadier Gininda no Sergeant Mohane.
Is it correct that as a team of investigating officers, you will share the information that has been captured in a docket, or that you are busy with whatever that is happening, the affairs of the docket? Am I correct? Or it happens the other way? You can just assist me there.
My lord, if there's a senior officer, my lord, in that investigation, my lord, you cannot...
You don't work together, you work individually?
No. As I said, Brigadier Kinenda is the lead investigating officer.
Okay.
Yes. So he will just give us the task to do for the day.
Okay.
If he wants us to get involved in whatever investigation that is supposed to be followed on that day.
Okwenzekayo-ke nanjengoba uBrigadier Gininda kuyena-ke umholi, kuyena oyinhloko kwithimba leli-ke, uma kunomsebenzi kufanele ukuthi wenziwe ngalelo langa-ke, usezositshela-ke noma usezosithuma-ke ukuthi kunomsebenzi noma uphenyo oluthize kufanele lwenziwe ngalelo langa lelo.
Okay, I understand that one. That's a basic wherein the senior will give instruction to juniors to conduct some work. But I'm interested in the briefing in the case amongst all the team members that are investigating this case, to say, look, this is what we have, this is what we still need to get, updating each other, each members on the developments of the investigation in a docket. Would you do that, or you didn't do that in this case?
I think it will be proper for you to put that question to Brigadier Gininda.
Yeah.
Because as I'm saying, I would just be commanded to do some tasking.
Kodwa-ke mina engifisa ukwazi ukuthi-ke nanjengethimba-ke ngaba niyahlangana yini bese niyakhuluma niyaxoxisana-ke ukuthi manje-ke kwenzeke lokhu uphenyo-ke enilwenzile. Ngicabanga ukuthi lo mbuzo kuzofanele-ke ubuzeke kuyena uBrigadier Gininda ngoba bese ngishilo-ke ukuthi mina ngizokwenza lokho engikutshelwayo ukuthi angikwenze.
Before Mr. Gininda comes in, because we are also part of the investigating team, and you are the member of the SAPS, I want to understand the role played by you in the investigation. But before I go into that, I need to get clarity on you, if you will have time to discuss the developments in the case that you were investigating together, or a person will just work individually and not report back to the team.
My lord, when we receive an instruction, my lord, from Brigadier Gininda pertaining to the task, my lord, that we have to conduct, we will obviously report to him or brief him of whatever of whatever it is that we have ventured on. But we can't say it vice versa, because we account to Brigadier Kinenda, but Brigadier Kinenda does not account to us. He has seniors that he accounts to. Probably he does go to them and report of the progress of the case.
Engifisa ukwazi ke mina ke ukuthi na njengethimba elisebenzayo ke nisebenza njengethimba, niyahamba ke niyokwenza umsebenzi, niyabuya ke manje bese niyakhuluma niyatshelana ke ukuthi kwenzekeni ke okwenzekayo ke lana ukuthi thina ke na njengabantu ke abasebenza ngaphansi kwa Brigadier Kinenda, uma kuukuthi bekufanele siyophenya ke sokwenza umsebenzi, siyabuya ke sesizomtshela ke, kodwa yena ke akabuyi aze kuthina akazositshela ngoba bakhona ke asebenza ngaphansi kwabo, mhlambe uyaya kubona ke ayuba nikeza umbiko ukuthi kwenzekeni.
Okay. Thank you very much for that answer. Let's move forward. There is evidence which was led before this court regarding the warrant of arrest that was issued against Ms. Kelly Khumalo. Do you remember that part of evidence?
My Lord, I don't.
Angikhumbuli ke lo, angibukhumbuli lobo bufakazi lobo mayelana nencwadi ke egunyaziswa ukuboshwa kwakhe uMs Kelly Khumalo.
Are you aware? Do you know if there is any warrant of arrest that was issued against Ms. Kelly Khumalo in this docket 636?
My
Is there
Lord.
or not?
As a God, please, I think issued is not the correct word. I think Brigadier Kinenda did say there's a draft application.
That's what Gininda said. Eh?
Yes.
He said the draft is in the docket,
Yes.
if I recall the evidence.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you for correction. Are you aware of that?
Of the draft,
Yes.
the application for the warrant.
Yes.
Yes, I am aware, my Lord, because I was briefed by Brigadier Kinenda.
Igama ke sithi hayi ukuthi yikhishiwe noma yakhishwa ke lencwadi, kodwa sikhona ke isicelo esiyingxenye ke yedokotela. Yeba ke ngiyakwazi lokho ukuthi khona ke isicelo esikhona ke mala ke nencwadi yokuboshwa kwakhe uMs Kelly Khumalo, uBrigadier Kinenda wangazisake ngalokho.
Are you aware also as to why that application for that warrant of arrest has not been authorized against Ms. Kelly Khumalo?
My Lord, I am not aware.
Angazi ke ukuthi kungani ke ukuthi ke sengeka sayindwa ukuthi ke leyo ncwadi ke ayisetshenziswe ke ngokuboshwa kwakhe uMs Kelly Khumalo.
Okay. There is also evidence which was tendered by Colonel Stein in this case of the communication between Ms. Kelly Khumalo and Mr. Ntuli. I'm waiting for the interpretation.
I'm waiting for the witness to press that.
But the question is the question complete?
I'm waiting for the interpretation. There is evidence before this court which was tendered by Colonel Stein regarding the communication between the cell phone number alleged to have been used by Ms. Kelly Khumalo and the cell phone number alleged to be linked with Mr. Ntuli in this case. It's a statement. You remember?
I'll interpret it.
The evidence. My Lord, I'm not aware.
Kunobufakazi ke bakhe uKolonel Stein lana ke phambi kwale nkantolo ukuthi kwakunokuxhumana okwakukhona phakathi kwakhe uMs Kelly Khumalo kanye noMnumzana uNtuli. Angikwazi mina lokho.
Okay. The State Counsel, Mr. Baloyi, when he was leading the examination in chief to Lieutenant Colonel House, he referred the witness to the same communication between Ms. Kelly Khumalo and Mr. Ntuli in this matter. Did you hear that when Mr. Baloyi was putting that to the witness?
I did not hear that, my Lord.
Umshushisi ke kulona lecala uadvocate Baloyi uma ebuza ke noma ehloma uKolonel House ngemibuzo ke ukhulume ngayo ke noma ke ekhuluma ngabo lobo bufakazi lobo buka Colonel Stein obakusho ukuthi kwakunokuxhumana kwakukhona phakathi kuka Ms Kelly Khumalo no Mr Ntuli. Angikuzwanga mina lokho.
If, for argument's sake, it will be proved or it can be said that there was a communication between Ms. Kelly Khumalo and Mr. Ntuli. Is there an offense there? According to your knowledge as part of the investigating team in this case.
My Lord, I have no comment.
Uma ngempela ke sekungaveza ke noma sekungatshengiswa ke ukuthi ngempela bakhona ukuxhumana kwakukhona phakathi kwakhe uKelly Khumalo kanye noMr Ntuli, ingaba khona yini icala kulokho akukho engaphawula ngakusho lokho.
Okay, thank you. Lastly, you'll correct me if I heard you wrong. Yesterday when we were under cross-examination by my learned friend Mr. Mngomezulu about the content of the confession statement which was made by accused number 1. You said, or you testified and said, you could see that accused number 1 was misleading in that confession. Did I hear correctly, or maybe you can correct me, what exactly did you say regarding the confession statement?
My Lord, I did not say I could see.
Okay, correct me, what did you say?
I said he was misleading us based on the confession, because after the confession was obtained, my Lord, from him, then we got a briefing to say this is what he said. Let's follow up on this information.
Uzosho ke uma ngakuzwanga kahle ke izolo uma usihlonywa imibuzo ke uyena uMr Mngomezulu uthe wabona ke ukuthi umangalelo woqala ke uyanikhohlisa ke ngaloko akusho. Cha, angishongo ukuthi ngabona, ngathi ke emuva kokuthi esegonyulekile ke sase sahlanganiswa ke siyatshelwa ke kwathiwa ke asilandelele lokho ke akushilo khona lapho ku statement.
And my Lord, I can verify that by saying upon following the people which he has included, my Lord, on his confession, it was discovered that those people were in prison. So you can draw a conclusion to say it was misleading.
Ngempela ke sase siyalandelela ke lokho esikutsheliwe ke noma lokho akushilo yena ke kwi-statement sakhe sokugonyuluka, kwatholakala ukuthi labo bantu labo abashilo lapho kwi-statement sakhe babe sejele noma beboshiwe ngaleso sikhathi. Yila khona ke manje usungahlanganisela khona ke wena ke ukuthi lo muntu lona ebengakhuluma iqiniso.
Okay, so is it your evidence that the statement made by accused number 1 is misleading before this court?
The confession?
Yes, the confession. I'm talking about confession, sorry.
My Lord,
it's misleading. The confession made by accused number 1 is misleading. That is before this court.
My Lord, I said...
Yeah, we are
This
all aware of
aspect
it.
was also traversed yesterday. The witness said it's confined just to those two names.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the evidence. Now it's been put to her that the whole confession.
According to your understanding, you know the facts as per the indictment in this case. Am I correct? I mean the facts, I mean the allegations to say on or about the accused killed the deceased in this matter.
My Lord, I know, my Lord, the date of the incident, but I don't want to be confined, my Lord, to answer like of what is contained, the whole information that is contained on the indictment, because I will make an error. So I cannot, you can't put me in a situation to say I must agree to say, yes, I know.
Angithi uyazazi ke insolo njengoba sibhaliwe zikhona ke kwidokodo mayelana nekala ukuthi ngelanga elithile kwenzeka lokhu. Yebo ngiyazi ke ukuthi ke ilanga lo kodwa ke ngeke manje usuthi ke angifanele nje ngibheke kulokho ngoba ke mhlawumbe angifuni ukuthi ngingenza iphutha.
Okay, I'll just repeat it for you. I'll just say it to you. Let me unpack what the allegations are before this court. It is alleged that the accused before this court on or about the 26th day of October 2014, they killed the deceased in this matter. That is what is contained in the indictment. Do you understand now?
I understand, my Lord.
Insolo ke uma ngingathi nje kafushane ngikutshele zona ke ukuthi ke ukusola ngokuthi abamangalelwa ke laba abaphambi kwale nkantolo bathi nge-26 ngazi i-26 noma ke ngaleso sikhathi leso sange-26 October 2014 babulala yena ke umufi kuleli cala leli.
Okay, that's the indictment. And then the statement made by the accused number 1 says the deceased was killed by other people other than people mentioned in the indictment. Am I correct?
My lord, can we get the indictment? And further, my lord, I'm not the one who I'm not the one, my lord, who gave out or given the investigating officer the indictment. I'm not the one who issued. I'm not the one who issued the indictment. So I'm not in a position, my lord, to comment about the indictment.
Bese kuthi ke manje ke istatement esakhe ke yena umsolo wokuqala sikhuluma ngabanye abantu engasibona laba abahlezi lapha akusimina ke umphenyi ke noma nje ngikuthimba akusipoda kusimina umphenyi owakhipha ke incwadi lena ke abathweswa ngayo amaqala abebiza ngokuthi phecelezi ke indictment.
Okay, maybe let me move away from the indictment. Let's remove the indictment. You were tasked as the member of the SAPS to investigate the people who killed the deceased in this matter on or about the 24th of October 2014. 26 October 2014. That's the date of the deceased in this matter in which you were allocated or appointed as the investigating officer. Am I correct? The date of the incident in this case that we are dealing with.
I was appointed. You are saying I was tasked to investigate?
We are tasked or appointed, whatever, but you were appointed to deal with this matter wherein the deceased was killed in October
That's correct.
2014.
That's correct, my lord.
Yebo kuyiqiniso ke ukuthi asinikezwa ke umsebenzi lowo ke ophenya ke ukuthi obanike bani noma obanike ababulala ke umufi ngalelanga lelanga 26 sika October 2014.
Then you investigated the case, and as a result of your investigation, the accused before this court were arrested.
That's correct, my lord.
Sase siyaphenya ke kuphenyo lwethu ke kwase kuba abamangalela ke laba abahlezi enkantolo ke manje bayaboshwa.
However, we've got another evidence in the statement made by accused number 1 which refers to other people who are not the accused before this court.
I hear you.
Kodwa ke sinabanye abantu abashiwoyo ke kwistatement sakhe ummangalelo woqala engasibona ke abamangalela abaphambi kwalenkantolo ngiyakuzwa.
And we've got a person whose application draft for warrant of arrest is still pending since you investigated and submitted it in the NPA, that one of Ms. Kelly Khumalo, who is not before this court.
My lord, I cannot comment on that.
Futhi phinde futhi ke sibe nalesi sicelo ke la amaphoyisa enze isicelo khona ke kwabashushisayo ukuthi kunale ncwadi esifakayo ke yokuthi ke sikugunyaziswe ke noma sinikezwe ke ivume yokuyobopha ke uKelly Khumalo kodwa ke ngaka sayindwa ke ngeshwa ke akukho engakusho lapho.
Okay, no problem. And we have another third set of a case docket of 375 referring to other suspects which are not before this court.
I hear you.
Siphinde futhi sibe nelinye idokodoke elu 375 elinabasolwa ke abangekho phambi kwale nkantolo ngiyakuzwa.
Okay. And we have the evidence which has been tendered before this court to say the accused before this court have been communicating each other. However, we have not, you as the investigating team, you have not filed the Section 205 records regarding those cell phone numbers.
My lord, when it comes to the Section 205, my lord, and other things, my lord, which I cannot comment on, my lord, I think, Counsel, you can put that question to the lead investigating officer.
Siphinde futhi ke sibe nalofakazi ke obukhona-ke phambi kwale nkantolo ubuthi-ke kwakunokuxhumana kwakukhona-ke phakathi kwabo abamangalela phambi kwenkantolo kodwa-ke nina-ke niyamaphoyisa-ke lawo lezo yicelo lezo-ke noma lamabizwa ngokuthi i-section 205 abukho-ke noma abukho labo bufakazi lobo okuphathelene nalokho-ke imininingwane ngomakhalekhukhwini cabanga ukuthi lowo mbuzo lowo usungawuhloma kuyona-ke ohola ithimba labaphenyi.
Thank you very much. We'll wait and hear which other evidence does you as the investigating team have against the accused before this court. Thank you, my lord. I have no further questions.
Yeah. Yes. What do we do, Mr. Baloyi?
Few points in re-examination, my lord.
Aren't we waiting for Mr. Nis?
Oh, Mr. Nisi. Well, in that case, my lord, we'll then have to stand down until, I think he said to be here tomorrow.
Oh, Mr. Mseki, what are you saying?
Yeah, my lord, I confirm that Mr. Mrs. said he will be here tomorrow.
Next time, and it's not me saying that, it's the law. When you come to court and you're saying you're appearing in the stead of your leader, it means you are going to do what your leader would have done.
That's correct.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Just that I'm being very lenient. Another judge would say, no, do you have questions, sir? You're appearing on behalf of accused number 3. If you don't have questions, that's it. It passes. Because the assumption is you know what this witness has said. You know what the version of your client with Mr. Nisi has said. So you are capable of cross-examining on that. You won't come to court and just sit.
That's
And then-
correct. That's correct.
Are you with me?
That's
It
correct.
must make sense.
Yes, that's correct.
Does it not, sir?
It does not.
And I'm not excoriating you. I'm just saying that should be the procedure. Okay, fine.
That's
So
it.
we'll wait for Mr. Mnisi then tomorrow, is it? Yeah.
See you tomorrow, my lord.
Sorry. May I address the court? My lord, when I took over from the date in which I indicated to the court that I'll be representing accused number 1, I requested my colleague, Mr. Baloyi, to furnish me with the 205 for the people that were inside the house, at Khumalo's house. Since then, I haven't received those Section 205s.
Yeah, yes, Mr. Mrui.
I'm just placing it on record because I should make a follow-up on my request.
Yeah, you're right. What is your response, sir?
That forms part of the disc that was handed to the defense, but we have since asked the expert from Vodacom just to isolate those numbers, and she has undertaken.
Individual numbers of all the people who were in
Yes.
the house.
Yes.
Okay.
Bese manje ngoba engekho-ke u-advocate umnisi kuyacelwa-ke ukuthi ngoba umshushisi bese kulungeleke ukuthi angaqhubeka-ke kodwa kuyacela ukuthi asilinde kuze kube kusasa-ke uma u-advocate umnisi ekhona-ke kodwa-ke lokho akwenzelanga ngaphandle kokuthi-ke ijaji-ke limtshele-ke u-advocate Mnyeki okuyena-ke kumele u-advocate umnisi ukuthi-ke uma bekuwomunye umehluleli bengeke avumeleke lokho ngoba uma ethi-ke uzomela u-advocate umnisi bekufanele ukuthi-ke unayo imibuzo anayo kodwa-ke ijaji sekuzovunyelwa-ke ukuthi silinde kuze kube kusasa abe khona u-advocate umnisi.
Are you available tomorrow, ma'am?
I am available, my lord.
Okay. Okay, tomorrow then at 10.